Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'm gonna do a few things around the house. When I mean the house, I mean the van, because the van is kind of like a house. You always have to do projects around it, and today I'm gonna do a few projects from adding a few extra USBs to attaching my fridge, the fuse box, and also a sign that just keeps on dangling. So I have a few projects to go, and I'm gonna bring you along with me and see if we succeed. It's really hot outside, so that's my only worry, to be honest with you. I love my fridge. It's amazing. I've had it for 2 years now, and it just hasn't skipped a beat. The only pet peeve I have with this fridge is actually not the fridge, it's this connector. It's like a 12-volt connector, and man, that thing just pops open at any like bump or anything like that. So on long trips I look at the fridge and it's off, so then I have to like stop on the side of the road, plug it back in here, or like finick with it to make sure it's plugged in. One of today's project is cut this off, cut it like right here, and then attach it directly to the fuse box. That way it's attached and it never comes off again. Wish me luck. Another project that I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna install a few of these USB ports. They're actually fast charging USB ports, so I'm gonna be maybe taking out one of the cigarette lighter 12 volt, which is in the wall. I'll show you, and I want to take it off for the same reason. It's just things pops out of there, they just don't stay, and so these are a little bit better. It also has I don't know if you can see it, it has a power switch, so basically it acts like a switch if you have lights in there, which I plan to, and it's pretty nice. Maybe I should explain why I cut the wire here rather than just open this up. It's because it's kind of welded in, so if I mess up on this and I don't think it's gonna work there, I can just put these wires together here rather than, you know, I'll just tie them together and like make it work again. But here I don't have a welder, so I can't really do anything about it if I cut it off, and I don't want to have like a point of no return. So the wire from the fridge actually comes down underneath here, so it comes through here, you don't see any wires, and it goes to the panel. So now what I'm doing is opening this up so I can push some of the wire closer to the panel because it's a little bit too short. Just gonna pull this just enough to see if it reaches. There we go. What I'm going to be doing now is basically figure out which is the positive, which one's the negative. The negative will go somewhere here if it's a negative, and then the positive will go here. Normally you want to have a kill off switch, but what I'm gonna actually be doing is take out this fuse. So once I take out the fuse, it's no longer connected to the fuse box. So it's really important to tell you guys, this is not a how-to video at all. So like if you don't feel comfortable with electric, hire somebody that knows what they're doing. This is just me doing projects around the van. That's pretty much what it is. So again, as a disclaimer, it's not a how-to video. If you decide to follow what I do, you can. I also have to tell you that I have done electric in the past in houses, so I'm very comfortable with electric, but not everybody is. So if you're not comfortable and you don't want to burn your van down, then maybe get somebody that knows better. Let's see if she runs. Ooh, baby, I don't have to worry about that stupid 12-volt cigarette lighter ever falling off again. And it's fused, double fused. The fridge itself has a fuse as well, so I know exactly what fuse it needs, so that's a plus. And the fuse is right here in the back. I'll show you. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but it's basically behind, it says fuse over here, and it's right behind this wire, and it does say 15, so that's what it is, 15, number 15. There you have it. It's upside down, but it's number 15. Okay, so the first project is tackled. It actually took a lot less than I thought it would. So now let's tackle the second one, which is putting those USB ports in their proper, correct slot, I want to say. So let's do it. What I want to do now is take this off and kind of see how much space I have back there. And basically what I want to see is, these plugs, the only downside is that they have a little bit of depth to them. So I want to see if this has enough depth so I can plug one of them in there. We'll see. I also don't want to cut any wires. I think I do have some wires that go in through there, so I definitely don't want to do that. I might have to take this one off as well, because I think that might be a better, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna take this off as well, because I think this might be where I actually want it to be. So if there's no wires in there, that would be a perfect spot for me. So we'll see. It'll be like right above this table. When I close it, it'll be right here, and it'd be nice to have like that extra USB power in there. I might actually put both of them in there, the USB thing and also the 12-volt thing, is because I usually use a power inverter for my laptop, and being like right next to the bed, that's also pretty cool. So I might do that. And the power inverter that I have is just plugged into the it plugs into the 12-volt. So I can hook it up to the battery, but I don't. That's another project for another day. I don't feel like doing that right now. I want to tackle a few projects today, and that's like a project in its own self, I feel. But that's just me. All right, let's do this. So these have different kind of screws. So we're gonna use that one. No joke, people, these are like really long screws. It's built to last. It's durable. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Oh yeah. Ooh, baby. So this is kind of the depth that this has. So let's see if I were to plug it in here, because it's gonna, can you see that on camera? So it's basically gonna go here, and I see that it's perfect for the USB cables to be here. So that's the next thing. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Cool stuff. Oh, and like I said, it's not a how-to video, but that doesn't mean that I can't give you tips. So basically, this has like a ring right here, which you first, when there's a hole in there, I'm gonna show it to you, but the reason I want to show you this now is because, so this has this ring that tightens up this side on the other side of the panel to the back of the panel. But it's really nice because you can actually measure the hole, this hole here, and you know exactly how big the hole needs to be for this to go in. So I'm sure everybody does that. I just figured I'd mention it, but you see me do it anyway. So I have this little ring here, and there you go. So you make kind of the hole where you want it to be. My only concern right now is that, if you can see on camera, this is kind of cracked already here. So I'm hoping making a hole that big, because I have just a drill bit. I'm hoping that it's not gonna crack this, because that's gonna be a whole problem. So I'm gonna take it easy and see if it works okay. I'm also worried that maybe one is gonna be okay, but if I do the second one, I don't wanna, that might be a possibility that it's gonna crack on the second hole. This is basically that drill bit that I was talking about. Maybe I have a smaller one, but I think this is the one, and smaller than this, which it is. So we should be golden. There goes nothing. Okay, so far so good. Alright, so that's basically how it's gonna be. Let's see if my calculations are correct and this fits. Look at that. Alright, and then I'm gonna have another one here, so it's not too shabby. Love it. Of course I'm gonna grind around the hole. This is just a rough draft kind of a thing. I'm gonna take it back out, make the other hole, and then sand, and then put these back in, and then test it out, closing the door and all that stuff. All right, let me show you what else I need to. It's kind of tucked in here. Here is the 12-volt thing, and it just pops open. It's just super frustrating because that's where my lights are. And I'm gonna take that, put it back where the other one is, and have another USB, regular USB port that goes in there, because I have two of them now. Wish me luck with that. Oh, and I'm just gonna use the wires that are in the back there, so it's easy install, hopefully. Also, things to note: if you plan to do your own van conversion, things are very tight. You're gonna be sitting in weird positions like I am now, and if you decide to film, it's even tighter and weirder. But yeah, it's fun making content for YouTube and for you guys, so that's what we're doing. All right, so now in the back is where my closet is. Actually, it's where my pants are, so I'm gonna go in the back there. This is my closet, but it's not where the shirts are, it's where my pants are. So I'll show you what's in there. As you can see, it's just plug and play wires. Let me just take my finger from there so it actually does focus. So it still has that ring, which I'm gonna unscrew and then unplug the wires, put the next one in, and then take this one and put it on the wall there. All right, it's like I said, it's weird positions. Most of the time I work without looking like my hand is in there or my whole arm is in there, but it's just by feel, you know. Small spaces, man, you know, that's how it is. And I'm actually filming this with my iPhone, so it's I have to train myself to actually look at the iPhone camera rather than look in the middle, because it looks like I'm looking offside. So my apologies for that. I just started using my iPhone in small spaces like this. It's just easier to maneuver around, and it does a pretty good job in my opinion. So that's why you see me actually looking away from the camera. It's because I also always have to realize to look at the camera, because it's on top of the iPhone. Yeah, okay, a disclaimer there. I don't know if it's gonna make the cut, but maybe it will. Got the ring, got the plug, and then now actually I'm gonna put the other one in really quickly. This is the replacement that's gonna go in there. So now what I'm doing is I'm tightening up the ring. It's plastic, so I really try not to use tools. I just do it by hand as much as I can. And if you can see, I'm trying to move it and it's pretty steady. I'm gonna plug that in and kind of see if my lights are gonna turn on. That's gonna be a second success for tonight, so we'll see. Okay, moment of truth. Ooh, it's getting steamy in here. Let's see if I plug. Well, let's see if that actually turns on. There. So if I plug this in, will it work? Nope. Success. So basically what happened the first time is the negative was crisscrossed with the positive, so I just unplugged those, put them back in, and now it's on. It has that power button that I was mentioning earlier. Turn it back on and off. So now, where's that wire? Now I can plug this in there. It also has a button on its own because it's that sophisticated. But if you didn't, I'd be able to just press the other button there and then it would act like a switch. But yeah, I don't know, you guys can see the lights. It does have like just a steady light. It has like all these options. I don't really play with it, but that was the other thing that kind of annoyed me, because every time it would unplug and you plug it back in, it would reset to the first option, which is flickering. So it was kind of annoying. So now I can have it the way I want all the time. Cool beans. And I can just turn it off from here and it'll stay at the position that I want, rather than turning it off from the button that it has on there. Cool. Almost done with this project. Okay, time to make the second hole, and that's gonna be here. No cracks? No cracks at all. All right, I'm just gonna sand around and we'll be close to doing this project. Now I'm gonna install this along with my two USB things right there. Okay, so what I was trying to show you here, now I think I have space for a second plug in here, or a third. So basically I might try to do this. See what I'm saying? So now I'll have 3 plugs in here. I'm just gonna draw really quickly and put another hole in there. Just want to make sure it's straight first and foremost, which is not. Now it looks a little straight. Okay. So the idea behind this is this. Sweet. Okay, so now I'm gonna have all these crazy chargers. Let's see if it all fits in there. Stoked, man, really stoked. Okay, so I'm putting the rings, put the rings in the back. What's really nice about this, that you can't really see, it looks really clean. It doesn't look, you can see the holes, which is perfect. And this one also has this plastic cover here, so it's also gonna make it look really clean, which is what we want out of our van. That is awesome, you guys. That was like, I improvised that, this one. I can't believe I have that space. That's like the only space that I have, and it's there. I have it. I can actually use it. How crazy is that? All right, so now it's time to find the screws. Can you tell I love this stuff? I do love building stuff in the van. It's just like a house, you know? All right, guys, moment of truth. It's good. So now let me show you what it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna put you guys over here. So when I close this door, it should... Is it gonna be a problem? No, it is just fine. There you have it. Exciting times. Now I have plugs right next to my bed. I have another one on the other side of the bed. So now my fridge is hooked up permanently. That's not gonna come out of the socket. I have these installed up here. I've changed the one next to the kitchen, and I didn't mess with the other one, but pretty happy about that. One last project that I'm going to be doing today, because I'm roasting right now, is put my little son with homies where park it permanent somewhere. It's going to be a super simple project. I'll just pre-drill 2 holes and then screw them in. It's all these uncomfortable positions. And those are the projects that I was doing for today. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. All right, everyone, thank you for coming on today's adventure. More like my fixer-upper home kind of a thing. Please don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.